let's kick off with the introductions. Firstly, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us today. This topic comes from the heart because we've all been facing online learning for the last 1 month. I'm a mom too, and then we all our kids are online, and as parents, we are always worried कि कुछ सीख रहे हैं कि नहीं सीख रहे हैं, right? Um, and we've started a new initiative at IWD called IWD Next Gen. The whole idea is to reach out to 10,000 plus students in the UAE with constructive activities, information, webinars, things that extracurricular activities and curricular activities. And I'm very excited to kick off our first webinar here with both Arifa and Alifia here. They are both from Al Hira Institute, India, and we pick up a topic which I feel is so relevant given the current circumstances in the UAE. All our kids are studying online, but do we even think that they're understanding how is it happening? We'll go deeper into it. What are the learning gaps? How we can correct those learning gaps? What roles parent can play in all of that? But before that, let me say a warm welcome to the team. Welcome, Alifia. Welcome, Arifa.
Thank you, Priti.
So
Thank
much.
you, Rima.
Everyone.
Wonderful. Shall we get started? Let's get started. For everybody on the call, just so you know, the session is getting recorded. We will let the recording be available to everybody later on. We'll also post on YouTube if possible so that you guys can access it. I want to start with introductions. So maybe we can have, we will just love to know a little bit more about the Institute. What do you do? What happens there? So Alifia, do you want to take it over?
Yeah, sure. Just give me 1 second.
Sure.
So, hello everyone. Thanks for joining. Thank you, Rima. Thank you for conducting this webinar. I am Alifia Noor from India, and I have done my master's in economics, mathematics, and finance, and meet my co-founder Arifa. Arifa, please go ahead.
Hello. Hello, I am Arifa Noor from India, Bihar, and I have been teaching from last 10 years. We have supported 550 plus students across Bihar and across the Europe. And
Okay, I'll take it from here. Okay, so at Al Hira, together we run Al Hira Global Institute for the past 10 years, where we have supported more than 550 students aged 6 to 16 from primary to secondary through GCSE. That is from classes 1 to 10. That is in both Indian and British curriculum, in offline and in-person structured batches. Over the past 10 years, we have developed a system that, we have been working with a lot of students. So this has given us the idea that every student learns differently. Every student has their own learning pace, learning capacity, and each one is unique. We learn from them every day. We have developed our systems based on what we learn from them, and this system helps us to identify that how we contribute, what kind of attention we provide to our students, that learning becomes confident for them. So there we have 4 simple steps. That is first we identify the learning gaps, we work on it, what is making a student stop learning, why they are stuck with a particular problem, what is bothering them to say that I don't like maths or I don't like physics. Then we try to fill that gap in a way that is easy and most understandable for them. We then move to topic understanding, concept learning. Our third step is practice, and we do a lot of them. We believe that practice don't make a man perfect, it makes a man prepared. And the next one is the last one, that is test and revision. So right now, currently we are teaching in Belgium and are expanding our services in UK and other European countries. given the situation in the GCC, like this tough time has come, it was unprecedented. So we thought that children in the UAE, the GCC, need structured support more than ever. Everything has moved online. Learning has moved online. This has been pretty much an overwhelming situation for students. So we saw, like, a lot of, I have been following Rima for a very long time. I saw her posting her webinar, her sessions. So I thought that if I could contribute a session to her community that could help the children in the GCC, I would love to do that. So I reached out to her. Thank you, Rima, for having us here for this webinar.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Alifia. I'd love to go deeper into some of the things that you just mentioned. Guys, we'll keep this webinar very open. I have a few questions in my head which I want to ask her, but equally, if you have questions as we go through it, please jump in. If we want to keep it a good, discussion
Yeah,
between all of those.
we are not going to make it a monologue by just reading the presentation. We welcome all the questions, whatever queries you have, whatever you are going through, whatever gaps you are facing, whatever difficulty you are facing, ask us and we will try as much as possible to answer them.
Yes, thank you, Alifia. So there are certain questions which I had put forward to the team, and I would love to pick up for the first one, right? So many parents feel that children are attending the classes. Okay, hum bitha dete hain, children are there, but we're not very sure how much of it is being understood. Okay, what really is happening there? I mean, what happens there? Do you have any light on the situation you want to throw in?
Rima, over the past.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Can I give the answer?
Yes, sure.
Mostly, रीमा, होता ये है कि बच्चे जो हैं वो प्रेजेंट होते हैं क्लास में, लेकिन उनका दिमाग जो होता है, माइंड जो होता है, वो कहीं और चल रहा होता है. आजकल क्या हो रहा है कि बच्चों के पास है फ्री फायर, यूट्यूब, इंस्टाग्राम, फेसबुक, तो बच्चों के दिमाग में हर वक्त क्यूरियोसिटी होती है कि हम वो काम कर लेते, वो काम कर लेते. वो क्लास में प्रेजेंट होने के बावजूद वो अपने आप को प्रेजेंट फील नहीं करता है. और क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पर कि ह्यूमन इंटरेक्शन नहीं है. टीचर्स हमारे स्कूल्स में हम देखते हैं, यहाँ पर भी, इंडिया में भी टीचर्स आती हैं, उन लोगों को भी प्रेजेंटेशन प्रोवाइडेड रहता है और वो लोग क्या करते हैं, टीचर्स सारे प्रेजेंटेशन को फॉलो अप करके बस बच्चों को ये काम है वो करवा देना है. बच्चों से एक 60 स्टूडेंट्स हैं, 30 स्टूडेंट्स हैं, 50 स्टूडेंट्स हैं, 1-to-1 हम बात ही नहीं कर पाते हैं. मेरे ट्यूशन में यहाँ पर भी क्या हो रहा है, यहाँ पर मोस्ट ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स जो मेरे पास अभी आ रहे हैं, उनका यही कंप्लेन है कि मेरे बच्चे को पीछे बिठाया जाता है, बच्चा हेसिटेशन के कारण, नर्वस के कारण बच्चा जवाब नहीं दे पाता है. तो मैम प्लीज आप इसको समझा दीजिए, टॉपिक समझा दीजिए. और अभी यहाँ पर ये हो रहा है कि एक क्लास में 70 स्टूडेंट्स, 90 स्टूडेंट्स इंडिया में, 90 स्टूडेंट्स पे एक टीचर कैसे ध्यान दे. वो उसमें क्या हो रहा है कि 30% स्टूडेंट्स ध्यान दे पा रहे हैं और बाकी सारे स्टूडेंट्स बैठकर क्लास से वापस घर आ जाते हैं. तो ये रीजन हो रहा है, मोस्टली यही रीजन है कि बच्चे को पता ही नहीं चल पाता है कि आगे क्या हो रहा है और बच्चे ना आंसर कर पा रहे हैं, ना क्वेश्चन कर पा रहे हैं और उनका सारा काम वैसे ही रह जा रहा है. तो आई थिंक यही रीजन है.
Wonderful. Okay. Let's move on to the next slide. I think I want to understand, you mentioned, when we were discussing, you mentioned learning gaps, right? Learning gaps happen because students are online. COVID में भी सबने online learning किया था. Feels like a repeat of COVID, especially for UAE, because we've been doing online learning for the last 1 month. Now, what exactly is a learning gap and how do we identify it in real life, and especially concerned as a parent?
Okay, so learning gap कब होता है? Learning gap is something like when students attend a class, they learn a topic, but when it comes to applying it in real life, they hesitate. I'll explain it with an example. Suppose the first step in learning the operations of math is addition, right? So first, when the student attends a class of addition, they learn addition of 1 digit, 2 digit, 3 digit, and addition of borrowing. So they have learned it, but they could not understand it well. Now when the class of multiplication comes, see, this is just the advanced version of addition. They are not able to apply it. you may notice that they are making the same mistake again and again. They are repeating it. They are not able to do the multiplication of borrowing. This is the learning gap. Like they have learned something, but when the time came to apply them, they are not able to do so. This is because they haven't learned the addition well. So this kind of gaps, when piles up, it creates, like kind of burdensome situation for kids. Like it piles up, it goes on to multiplication and division. Like each of the topic is interconnected. If one topic remains unresolved, other topics become hectic. This is the learning gap.
Got it. And especially if we deep dive into maths and science, right? ये तो core subjects हैं सबके. Doesn't
Yes.
matter which curriculum. And yeah, my son is saying English also. Yes. So, maths and science is something which is so core to everybody. Are the learning gaps higher in those versus other subjects? What have you noticed so far?
So, there is one thing that maths and science are the foundations for all the other subjects. Like the concept of mathematics is applied to other subjects. Suppose the concept of mathematics is applied to physics. Numericals of physics are based on the mathematics. If you have not, like, if you couldn't learn the concepts of algebra well, you will find it difficult to solve the numericals of chapter motion in physics. Or you will find it difficult to do the chemical reactions of chemistry if you don't know the transposition method. So yes, science and maths form the core subject, form the foundation for every other subject.
So how do we bridge the gap? My question is very simple. As a parent, right, how do we help our kids stay consistent, on track when we are doing online learning? What can we do there?
See, the first thing is to make them, like to bring back the attention. Like if when they're on the screen, it's very easy to switch between the tabs. It's very easy, mute it and just go back to YouTube and watch something, or go back to Instagram or watch a reel. So when we are talking about this classroom engagement, or how are we filling the gap? So Miss Arifa will explain this, because recently we are teaching a student in Belgium. She is 6 years old, and we have developed our ways to keep her engaged. So please, Arifa ma'am.
I used to like, if I stuck in some topic, or if I stuck getting my student to come back from to me, I used to play games with her. Like, Rida, do something, like follow me, sing me a song, sing for me a song, and do dancing like this. And I used to play tic-tac-toe games. तो इस तरीके से क्या होता है कि बच्ची ना मेरे साथ कनेक्टेड है, उसको हम हर
like I'm closing my eyes and you just finish this task.
I am counting, like, Rida, how much it is? How much time will you take to complete? I am counting 1, 2, like this way. And she is like, ma'am, you are mute. Hello, ma'am, you are on mute. एक सेकेंड भी अगर हम अपने आप को क्लोज कर रहे हैं, या शट डाउन कर रहे हैं, या फिर कैमरा क्लोज कर रहे हैं, तो रिदा परेशान हो जाती है, मैम वेयर आर यू, कहाँ आप चले गए? So it's
like she is more engaged than her. Like her ways of teaching her like are so engaging, are so playful, that she wants to stay engaged. And coming back to the gaps, so I gave the example of addition. So if I notice that a student is not able to do multiplication, and I have noticed the pattern that what is missing, so what I do is take them back to the addition class, start from there, teach them addition, and let them practice as much question as possible. As I just said, I believe that practice makes a man prepared. And when they have practiced enough, then I take them back to the multiplication class. There they do the multiplication, and once I am satisfied, then I take them to division. So, one concept is cleared, the other concepts that are built on it automatically get solved. And this is not limited to, academics. here, if they are able to, solve the problems that they were stuck in, this boosts their confidence,
Awesome.
and this
So,
improves their performance.
So, are there different learning support options available today? Like, I'm sure, like, it's about personal attention, like you mentioned with the child, and playing games, keeping it playful, keeping it interactive. Are there different learning modules available today? And how can I, as a parent, decide which learning module to go for? How would you help me decide that? And for everybody on the call, guys, be ready with your questions. We would love to have your questions, pending questions that you might have with further team. Yeah, after this, I'm just finishing up my long list because as a parent, these were the things we had as concerns. So over to you, Alifia ma'am. Tell me how do I choose what's right for my child?
This is a very important question. How do I choose what is right for my child? See, there are a lot of help available. So how do you decide that what can I do for my child to make them prepared? The first thing is, if you are able to do it on your own, then that is great. But we are in Dubai and a lot of mothers are working. It gets difficult to, and when the situation is like this, like, everybody is at home, I can imagine the morning chaos. You have to work from home for your office, then your kids have to attend their online classes, and preparing breakfast and everything. And by the evening, you do want somebody to take care of your kids' academics and to take off some responsibilities from your plate. So how do you choose the right support, like when there are so much available? So first is, you can take the trial classes of whichever support you would like. Or the one thing like which has been worked for us in like last 10 years is the reference. If a parent is referring you to somebody they have trusted, you can try them. Okay, so this is the one thing that you can use for your child to give them the right support. And like the Arifa ma'am, would you like to take over here?
She is in class LKG, pre-nursery 1 in Belgium. तो उनकी मम्मी को क्या चाहिए कि मेरी बच्ची जो है स्कूल में बात बच्चों से नहीं कर पाती है, मतलब लैक ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन, लैक ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस की वजह से बच्ची जो है बात नहीं कर पाती है. तो आप पहले इसको बात करना सिखाइए, कम्युनिकेशन सिखाइए. और मेरी बच्ची सामने अगर कोई है तो बात कर पाए, बोल पाए, ये अगर हम किसी को सिखा देंगे तो फिर बच्चा खुद से भी धीरे धीरे रीडिंग करना, राइटिंग करना, रेसिटेशन, ये सब धीरे धीरे बच्चे के अंदर डेवलप होता जाता है. तो हर बच्चे को चाहिए स्पेशल अटेंशन, कि कोई मेरी तरफ हर वक्त पूरी तरीके से अटेंशन देता रहे उनको. तो यहाँ पर मेरे पास जितने भी बच्चे आते हैं, इन लोगों को अटेंशन चाहिए, हर बच्चों को अटेंशन चाहिए, इवन हम लोगों को खुद भी अटेंशन चाहिए. और जब कोई पर्सनल अटेंशन दे रहा होता है तो बच्चे वहां पर बहुत ज्यादा इंगेज हो जाते हैं. और ये पेरेंट्स को देखकर अच्छा लगता है कि चलो मेरे बच्चे को कोई इतना ज्यादा अटेंशन दे रहा है और मेरे बच्चे इंगेज है, और इंगेज के साथ साथ वो पढ़ पा रहे हैं, लिख पा रहे हैं. और मतलब उतना ज्यादा प्रेशर भी नहीं है, क्योंकि हम लोग उतना ज्यादा प्रेशर बनाते नहीं है. वर्कशीट्स देते हैं, टेस्ट पेपर देते हैं, एग्जाम भी करवाते हैं, लेकिन इतना ज्यादा बर्डन, इतना ज्यादा प्रेशर नहीं हम लोग बनाते हैं. 1 मंथ पहले यहाँ पर इंडिया में जैसे एग्जाम होते हैं, 3 टर्म्स होते हैं, फर्स्ट टर्म, सेकेंड टर्म, थर्ड टर्म. तो हमारा ये टारगेट होता है कि हम लोग 2 मंथ में बच्चों को प्रिपेयर करें और थर्ड मंथ में सिर्फ रिवीजन, सिर्फ टेस्ट, सिर्फ एग्जाम की तैयारी करवाएं. तो उससे हमारा जो अभी परफॉर्मेंस रहा बहुत अच्छा रहा लास्ट टर्म में, थर्ड टर्म में. और वैसे ही रिदा के साथ भी वैसे ही है और रियान के साथ भी वैसे ही है. यूरोप में जो है वो लोग, उन लोगों का भी बी टेस्ट होने वाला है. तो हम लोग लास्ट 1 मंथ से हम लोग कंप्लीट रिवीजन करवा रहे हैं, चैप्टर वाइज, टॉपिक वाइज, 1 to 1. मतलब एक भी टॉपिक ऐसा नहीं रहना चाहिए जो कि मिस हो गया है. और अगर उन लोगों को कोई क्वेश्चन है तो वो आराम से हम लोग उसको रिपीट कर रहे हैं, वर्कशीट्स बना रहे हैं, उसको आराम से हम एक एक टॉपिक को क्लियर कर रहे हैं. तो ये हम कर पा रहे हैं, हम लोग ऐसा कर पाते हैं, तो पेरेंट्स को और क्या चाहिए? मेरे बच्चों को इतना मिल रहा है, पेरेंट्स खुश हैं हमसे.
Very nice. I will open the floor for questions now, and then we can go to the last section of the one. Guys, if you have any questions for either Arifa or Alifia ma'am, please just feel free to come in, jump in here before we move on to the next section. I think मैंने बहुत सारी बातें कर ली हैं.
The only disadvantage of online sessions which are going on, it's something that every time a parent cannot be vigilant that whether my child is attending online sessions properly or not. But they cheat by playing any games, and that I have seen my daughter doing it. But we cannot do it. It's so stressful for them. It's okay, but it's something, it's not in our hands, it's some like how to help a child that no, you don't have to do this, cheating while attending the online sessions. We understand that even they get bored, sitting at one place and just concentrating on the screen. But even I feel so pity for them, but this is the only disadvantage.
We hear you, Rashida. We hear you. Like we have been through this during COVID, and when like COVID happened, this was the common problem of a lot of children. So like this, there are two things. Like if we break it into two things, first is child attending online classes 8 to 30. The child is attending the online classes from 8 to 30. So it is really, as you just said, it gets really boring for them sitting at one place. They don't have interaction. Earlier at school, when they are there, they interact with their friends or they have period breaks. So it is like, engaging for them. But now they have tabs in their hands or laptops in their hand. So switching between the tabs is common. So you have to be concerned about two things. The first is, are they learning well or not? Even if they are, doing other things on the screen, but their learning has to be continued and consistent. If they are doing this, then you should reduce your pressure to some extent. But if the learning is not happening as it should be, then there should be a worry.
Great.
Yes,
So-
you are right. You are absolutely right that I have to reduce the pressure because learning is going on. But yes, I thank you.
You have to make sure that the learning is going on. When kids returned after COVID, we saw that there has been gap created in their foundational, learning. When, it was difficult for them to sit for long hours. And when they moved to higher grades, I have noticed personally with a lot of students that their previous year's concept were a little bit blank. So, you have to make sure. So how do you do this? When you are sitting at the dinner table, you ask like, what did you learn today? Or like solve this question. If you see that they have been doing the chapter in the class of any subject, say maths or science, you give them the question, solve it in front of me. So you have to make sure that the learning is continuous and it is consistent.
Awesome. Thank you, Rashida, for that question. Anybody else has any other question? Okay. So tell us then, let's summarize this, Alifia ma'am. Let's tell us like, how do you support students? What is your way of working? And if you have, any special offers, what are the charges? Like, how does it work so that everybody on this call is clear if they want to connect with you after this?
We support students, like I explained in the beginning, and I'll take it to, in depth. We have 4 systems. We have 4 simple steps through which we work. The first one is we identify the gaps, like what is making a student not able to do the particular question. Suppose if a trigonometry is there, then trigonometry is based on 4 concepts. The first one is learning about the basics of right angle triangle. Then it is based upon learning of Pythagoras theorem. Then it has transposition method of algebra and finding the roots. These 4 topics make like if the student know these 4 topics, then they are able to do the topics of trigonometry well. If not, they find it difficult. So we identify the gaps, we fill them, we make sure that they have learned the previous concepts, and then we move to the next one. The second thing is we do topic understanding. So during this online classes, if like I've been talking with a lot of parents, and they say that there has been a drop in the attendance rate even during the online classes. So if a class is of 25 to 30 students, then maybe 15 of them are joining, maybe 20 of them are joining. So there has been a drop in the attendance rate. Or maybe if you are traveling, or if if the school is missed, or the class is missed because the student is sick. So we fill that gap here. We do the topic understanding. We explain the topics to them. We explain the chapters to them. So that is our, kind of USP, if you say. We are like a complete human support for your child. Whenever they are stuck, either with their homeworks, either with their assignments or syllabus, they come to us and we solve them. So this is the benefit you will get if you join us, that you will get a consistent human support, a go-to support for your kid. Okay, then we provide class notes during the classes, worksheets, test papers. We do performance evaluation. We help them solve past year papers. So overall, we make them exam ready, along with the personal support they will get whenever at their ease. So this is what we do and how we do. And like Rima, can I also share the like pricing structure? So these are the plans that we have. We have 3 plans right now. The starter support, where we provide 2 live classes, each of 60 minutes. That is 8 classes a month. 8 classes a month. This covers 1 subject, homework support, worksheet, practice questions, and this is ideal for light academic support. Like just Rashida said that she wants to confirm that whether her child is doing the learning or not, and if she wants to be more sure, then she can take this support. This is just for example, like ideal for light academic support. Then we have our core academic support. In it, we provide 3 live classes per week, that is 12 classes a month, and it covers up to 2 subjects, maths and science, and along with everything we provide in the starter support. Next, we have complete academic support. This is for the students who want a complete support. Like if a student is not able to do the studies at home due to online classes, then they can take our complete academic support package. In it, we provide 4 live classes per week, that is 16 classes a month, and it covers multiple subjects, that is maths, science, English, and Hindi also. For our starter support, the price is 80 dirhams per session. For our complete academic support, the price is 75 dirhams per session. And for our, core academic support. And for complete academic support, it is 70 dirhams per sessions. And all plans are billed monthly. And if you are coming through IWD, you will get a special discount of 10%.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Any closing notes from both of you that we should definitely remember?
So given the situation in the GCC, we realized that if students are given the right support, they will be able to stay on track, do their learning with consistency and continuously. And when they return back to school, they stay on track. They don't feel lost. Like they go with the teacher, they go with the syllabus, because this thing is going to impact in the higher grades. This is not going to be visible, in just a 1 day or 2 day or a month. It will take, at least 6 months to show up, and it will show up like during the exams, and it may causes the confidence to drop if they are not able to perform in the exams. So this is, if this feels relevant to you, we'll be more than happy to offer you our trial classes.
And how do we book the trial class, just so that people know? What's the best way to book a trial class?
I will provide a form, we have a trial class booking form. I'll
Acha.
provide it to you and you can share it with the parents.
Okay, got it. Okay. Thank you. Super. Thank you so much, Arifa ma'am. Thank you for your time today. I hope it was insightful for everybody who attended, and obviously everybody who will watch the recording of the webinar later on. And yeah, thank you so much for the amazing work you do for our students, and all the very, very best.